Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, y'all. Hey, that's to the moms out there. Past, present, future. You know what I'm talking about? Grand Rising out there. How y'all doing out there? Y'all good? Hey, we maintain and sustaining. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? I thought, ain't this Sunday? Yeah. To y'all out there, happy birthday to anybody out there had any babies this week. Who had a baby out over Mother's Day? You know? Come sit down for a minute. Have a cup of coffee. Coffee. So I can depress and let it all out. What you got on your chest? Let me wish a good whoosh. And it was in whoosh. Some of my coffee around in my mouth. Being that you never can know what I'm gonna say come out of my mouth. All right, train the souls, train the souls, train choo choo, souls, train choo choo. Get on souls, train choo choo. Get on souls, train choo choo. And as you can tell by the traffic that you start hearing, it's Sunday, Mother's Day. You would think people be enjoying their day, but no. They want to ride around me. And that's okay too. In some ways, could I be somebody's extended mother? What does that mean? It's wisdom, nurturing, empathy, sympathy, stern, firm. Solid as a rock. That's a mama. Well, in my book, definition, if you was asking, that's a mama. Definition, mama. Dear mama. All right, let's go. Hey, check it. Look. For those who be battling the new elements within the nine realm, the things to come. What kind of things are gonna come? Right now, I need to turn this way so y'all can actually see the traffic on a Sunday as it go through, huh? Y'all think I should do that? Then y'all can see the cars. Y'all be like, dang. Nah, cause then y'all be like, gang stalking. A couple of things I find interesting. We're in the Truman Show. So the Truman Show is the Truman Show. Beloved came, very interesting theory. Let's talk about this today. Yeah, thank you, Most High, for allowing me to come to the forefront. Offer about what we talk about. All right, so we're gonna do this in like the blood. Good job, beloveds out there. They know who they are. Good job. So this will be the episode. We'll do a couple like that. We'll try to do it in 15s. So episode 1. In the beginning. So when we listen to Dr. Sebi, I listen to who I reference to the most, who in our arena of what we do register more to our story rather than the story that was told for us. So the story based off of our philosophy, Genesis, the Adam and Eve of the first con, that's second. That's the second beginning. That's the second creation, no doubt, because it's early. So as Dr. Sabi don't speak and stuff, it's like We've been here zillion, billion years, forever long. It's been. So there's folks that we're, see what I'm talking about? In this theory, though, you have Cain, Seth, Abel. Gotcha. Cain killed Abel. And because Cain killed Abel, the theory is that the lineage that didn't get to be seeded, planted, to become the descendants, is stammered and went to Seth. Okay, cool. And so Seth's tribe is the good side and Cain is the bad side because he's a murderer. And that means the Cain side is all demons and devils and all this stuff. All right, cool. All right. This in the beginning. So if that's to happen, then Most High's definitely showing folks at that time the faults, weaknesses of man, the moral compass of man. Don't make no sense to me though. I'll just be honest. Because it overlaps, that same story, it don't overlap, but it coincides with, or correlates significantly with Horus, Isis, and Horus, Osiris, and Seth. Where this Seth was in that too. But he got chopped up in pieces. And Isis came, found him, put them back together, or found a piece that, significant, put them back together. So, they're just overlapping stories. So that's meaning a story was taken from a story, catapulted into a story to make a race of folks come about. Or, it's two stories of the beginning. In the beginning, we make those that look like us, which those that came down here and made didn't look like us. Catch that. So it's plural. We'll come down here and make those that look like us in some similar fashion, have magical powers, this, whatever, same like us. Just like Most High did them. Most High made, are you not this below me? And the angels, or whatever you want to call them, yeah, for sure. So then, go create, go be powerful. So they did. So then now you come, the second tier, third tier, whatever, first tier to those that are up under Most High and have the command to do so. So it's stages. That's all I say on that. It's stages to so much of the creation. And the manner and all that kind of stuff, there's beloveds that they're doing with their job to dissect it in ways and things like that. Now, it makes so much sense because when you look at time that's been narrated, right, properly, when we talk about power, because it correlates with the times. So we talk about power and how power, no matter what kind of power, any power that brings the benefits of doing things that others can't do, getting away with things that others can't, hiding things that others can't, abusing it, in so much way. So when you talk about power, it's intoxicating, it's addictive. You know what I'm saying? it itself being in power over others, knowing you can place people, manipulate people, do things, and I don't know. See what I'm talking about? That's intoxicating. So, in time, a lot of what we're looking at consciously is those in power. It's not a stone or anything. Like, we're not. It's just identifying things that's going on. Why did Cain kill Abel? He wanted power. He wanted power that Abel didn't. The natural type power that Abel was able to command when he come around, rather than demanding from the father, rather than the superficial power of, I can do this to this, I can do that. Hope everybody's following still. So, it's like where it all started from. As you keep going in time and people start showing their power to command and lead and be the leadership and things like that, in a conscious way of doing the righteous things, whether it be the pyramid building, industrial build bridges, whatever it is, oil, whatever it is, for the purpose of health and wealth and success of a society, they can also plug in and feed off that power, right? Rather than using the power to squeeze what is built and squeeze society, squeeze the power out of the society. So it's a difference. At one point in time, it was feeding the power, using to feed society. You see what I'm saying? And bring about, you see what I'm saying, the healthiness. Where they come now, it's built, every single thing, and there's nothing really more outside the encompass of creating, so people finding to squeeze it. Because people starting to come away. Now, why am I saying this? It starts at the head. Destruction of power, when it gets infected at the head. The head's infected. Watch, I'll show you. So we've been going with this journey. Interesting how the commercials have stopped. TED, right? None of that stuff. All them kind of moved away. While that's around, right? You're not seeing, oh, you need to go to a addiction this, and you need this, and therapy this, and you ain't seeing none of that. You ain't seeing none of that. Yeah, right. Genius this and and woo, and all these players in the game. Remember Truman, in the game, are lurking around, competing, and confirming that people looking at you. So you're not crazy, because you got to ask me. You got to tell me. Who watch crazy people? Like TV show, like opera, like a soap opera, like a movie, all day. Surely, Sean, I know all day, man. You listen and watch a lot of folks. Any crazy? No, I turn away from the crazy. Get to talking crazy. He be little and shit. Nah, that's crazy. No, I don't need that. Well, I shouldn't say that's crazy. That's just not my cup of tea, huh? Be careful what you call crazy, right? Point. Then that backs away. They say, hey, that shut down. Ain't doing that no more, man. They see that you ain't trying to entertain all this stuff. Then it comes out. You're addicted to this. You go to therapy. What? Soul Train. Beloved, how Don had that Soul Train. The train tracks was like this. Don, it's so. Are you mixing? That's Sam from that song. Oh, same time frame. Soul Train. Uh, 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 uh. So that meaning souls that there's souls that jumped on the train, souls that thought they was training the train. They drive my train. How you gonna drive my train, man? You can't even drive your own train. You just found out you had a soul in your train. Who itching your soul? How you find out you got a soul out there, beloved? Come on, mind readers, seers. How we find out you got a soul out there? Huh? Huh? Soul is only gonna look for a long time and pay attention. Attention span past 3 to 5 minutes when it's looking soul to soul. Saying something. Yes, I just gave you a compliment. All they look, all of them, billions, trillions, whoever, all. Yeah, soul to soul. No, that ain't say I said you got a good soul. I didn't report, evaluate, analyze your soul. Though many can become in the presence, as you see. Point. Let's get to it. So, my angels, to my angels out there who work for the Most High, under the authority of the soulful. Honor thy request. I say, don't bring none of these, none, in the physical. I don't want to see them come around me no more. None. Because the soulful attention they're going to get, pay attention. I told so many, Most High is here, y'all, beloved. And it is a battle, spiritual battle, as well as physical, no doubt. Prescribe it to a lineage thing that goes back to the beginning and things like that, we could. And the reason why I say that is because the amount of attraction of those who are in the family and look like me and all that stuff, I guess people are unaware that, I glanced at I don't know how long it's been, probably a year ago or so, at these Williams, your family reunion that you put on my channel timeline and made sure that you put it there for me to see, and like, look at us, we're having this, and nobody sent you nothing to, like people are saying today, making resonate up for purposes for me to use in this way to see how I'm gonna use it. And it's like, I'm not gonna use it no different than I've used it all my life. Watch this. Count how many families you know you got. All right. Williams for sure out there in California. That's connected to foods out there in St. Petersburg, Florida. Dallas, ain't jet, all them, all around it. San Antonio, the youngest of her sibling and stuff. Corks, which, they're not my family, but connected, right? Beloved's talking about foods that slept on your couch and all that stuff. So him, his brother, they gay. I knew that, all that stuff. I got all that out there in Dallas. And then the carbos cross the water and all that kind of stuff. All right. So you got a whole lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And I only bring that up, beloved, because on all of that, pay attention, please. Ask Sean, how many family reunions do you know your mama took you around? Or your father in your young age? None. No. One. I was getting beat up by my cuz down there in Dallas. I was young then. That's when I first came. And that's when that's when I first came. Not beat up, fun beat up. You know, she was older and stuff like that. She's on the timeline. And other than that, didn't go back. I was always asked, do I want to go? And, when twins ran track and stuff like that, want to go this, that? Nope. I just wasn't that get up in the car, family drive. The time I would go, when we go to Hamlin, Dust Bowl, cause we go play basketball, it was like just everybody family there that knew each other. You never could get in nothing. You never gonna get hurt or nothing, snatched up, nothing. And kids we just go, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, Sean entertainment. And then when I went there, I hoop, and then I'm off with doing me by myself, chilling, you know what I'm saying? Just wasn't in there like that. Wasn't connected with these families. I'm just saying, and that's not me being uppity, nothing. I just wasn't. Just like my mother, who she knew she had all over California, but did she entertain? She knew how these people were. Now I know how these people are. See what I'm talking about? So I say all that because now I'm in the older age. How many family reunions? No. Hell, I had to create one on the Shellman Court. Being in the military, let's do some stuff together. Boom, boom. That's just to celebrate with them. My, raising up in the military and da da da. After that, I don't fuck with them like that. This is real. So, why? So now you get to the point where that we older, and now you can really understand these folks don't know nothing about me other with people around me that got kind of close to me. Tell them, that's it. See what I'm talking about? And then they don't even, y'all seen it, they don't even know. See what I'm talking about? So, brings me to why now what it is now. So what it is now, these same folks know their great grandfather, grandmother, they know their ancestors. Better than me. This who raised these folks. See what I'm talking about? Folks that's already gone raised these folks. But who I know on their wall, them two people, who I could tell you, I ain't never seen them in my physical, with these eyes to say, that's my grandfather and my grandmother. I wouldn't have the picture if a sorry wannabe who ain't my cousin, he's one of them essays or something. He ain't our family. He sit up there and messing with the nieces and stuff. You see what I'm talking about? No, he ain't our family. So, but he gave me the picture. I know it was on his conscience, like, that's Sean. Like, yeah, for sure. Thank you. Punk. Keep it cordial, though. Because I ain't got nothing to be mad at you about, because you always want to look up. You know what I'm saying? So we good. But that's who pushing out a lot of this. He think he this, and a lot of them folks. You know what I'm saying? Then you're one that you know it ain't your seed, but you take the challenge. It is what you do. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I say that, because I don't want to leave no misconception on why my behavior flip, right? You embed yourself with these people, knowing I don't mess with them. You know what I'm talking about? You let them orchestrate and pull your strings, So what you from, I get, I understand it, because that's what you from. That's the portal you walked out of, but both of you. But hopefully you learn a lesson, and those around you learned that it better serves to get to know your blood, your own. And even if you don't feel that it is, but you see that what's covering you or what's around you ain't nowhere near no substance for you other than cheer you up and put some shiny stuff on you. After that, what? You see what I'm talking about? So, nah. The damage of this family going beyond and beyond. And then knowing that I don't know half of them, you know what I'm saying? What they look like, but knowing that, yeah, I know half of them and what they look like. Just looking at the features and just, you know what I'm saying? So, it ain't for everybody, man. You know, I keep saying, you know, you don't want to follow Sean because Most High orchestrated this journey like this in such a fashion for lessons and not only for myself individually, but for all us surrounding. I woke up this morning on a Mother's Day, still revering mothers and what they're able to do, their natural ability, past, present, and future. Why? So necessarily when it's not honored, not glorified as much as other things, you know, you got to make it easy for you to be destructive with your reproductive system, you know, get that sent to you easily and you can go pick it up right here and right there. But nothing to sustain the healthiness of bringing life in, right? And purposeful, treating the vessels that are capable of bringing life in at a, you know, high quality within life itself, our life. So, but you see the disturbing factors because you see those who like to step out and give their innuendos. Don't put women on a pedestal and da-da-da-da and don't do that. And like I continue to say, these are the things, these are the factors and stuff like that that hold us down. Putting somebody on, putting the masses of those who possess the universe walking that plant the seed. Let's put it this way. Don't put them folks, don't put women on a pedestal. Watch this. Don't put women on a pedestal. But make sure you got that football Hall of Fame. And my bust looking good, though. Don't put women on no pedestal, though. But make sure when I score all these damn points. See what I'm getting at? Don't put women on no pedestal, yo. These phony ass niggas. But make sure I put all these rock bone muscles and steroids and PEDs in me. They can mask me when I'm supposed to be taking these piss urine tests to make universe and bodybuilding. So I can get my Lactus Atlantis statue and Mr. Universe statue and get my check for being put on a pedestal. But don't put women on the pedestal. Hey! I know I got your attention by now. Pimping ain't easy in this thing. But I can show you how they do it. But don't put women on the pedestal. Right? T, Ice, and everybody else. Put him on the pedestal. Who? The one that walked the street in the hills? 6, 7, 8, 9, 24. Take the beating in the hotel. That one? Huh? No, the one in the suit. Who manage it? Sit back. Huh? Where my money at? Put him on the pedestal. This type of people that come around me. Coming around now, walking around now, or running around now. Them the type of folks that work for them, work with them. That's why I was like, damn, young lady, you know, look good, like, whoa, doing this and all that, but let me say, Sean, I don't like you. You ain't made these young ladies lose their job. Oldest job in the world. Oldest job in the world. Lord, I know, Lord, most I know I didn't come down here and say, I'm gonna stop the oldest job in the world. How you gonna do that? How you figure that? Before it was a job, it was an occupation. Say something. Before it was a duty, it was an occupation. What's your occupation? I love on my husband. I have babies. What's his occupation? He go out and hunt, get the food, kill the duck, fish for the fish. I wonder if the money was right. Would anybody care? Like if Most High balancing right now, everybody, so we all see that because we all feeling the effect. Most High here, we're like, God, I can't believe it. Like Most High really here for real. Like if the money was balanced with everybody just like Most High here balanced. Like people ain't in their feelings because, you know, I'm hearing my check was 110, my check was 110, it was 120, 220, something like that. Something. Can you send me some money for the hotel? Can you do that? If people weren't going through things, y'all help me out with this one. It's a good talk. If people weren't going through things, and Most High was here balancing at the same time, at the same time, at the same time, at the same time, at the same time. Ain't this happening though? Then you say the balance will come. Because ain't this the flip? Flip a coin. Flip a coin. Well, I just so happen to have one here. Flip a coin. Heads or tails. Heads or tails. Always the head. Make you think you the tail. Always the head of the game. Always. One of them new ones. One of them new nicks. One of them new nicks. Always the head of the game. Y'all ever, you know what? Let's flip this. Hey, you know what? Who the heck is this? I'm finna, That's Thomas. All right. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. This a flat out honest question. Flat out honest. Come on now, come on. This gonna cut, but come on. We keep rolling. I know I was supposed to do 15 and stuff like that, but y'all already know, man. I got to keep on pushing, man. I'm digitalized with it. You know what I'm talking about? Check this out. You plugged in anyway. Once you plugged in, what? Going where? I got my TV guide on this. Hey, watch this. Everybody right now, if you can get your piece of paper right on anything, everybody, babies and all, from the youngest to the oldest, test, human test, for us all of us. I promise you gonna love this one. I promise if you hang in there with me, you're gonna see where we're going on this. We're gonna see. Let me see something real quick. Ferrari photo. Yeah. Boy, I tell you, you gotta go hide that car. Yeah, repo gonna come. All right, so they be killing me. They're like Bugatti. She got that silver Bugatti around. She ain't driving that number no. They must have came got that thing. You got your pencil and paper, pen, whatever, right with it? All right, come on, let's go. Crayon, all right, crayon, whatever. It's good, y'all beloved toddlers. The toddlers, if they got that little crayon, you got a board for them and stuff. Some of y'all got that little, use that. It's good for them, because this some, are you smarter than a 5th grader stuff? So you know it's gonna be embarrassing, but we can all embarrass ourselves. We don't mind, come on now. Because I ain't embarrassed about it, but I'm finna get us on page, because this is why some of us go through, I know it is for me. I know it is for me, because I don't pay attention, I could care less. But I'm gonna start to now, because watch this. Ain't they ancestors? And if you don't respect them, then how can things get corrected with them in your life? I'm gonna process this like that. Come on. Come on in. But we couldn't get in. You can get in now. Come on in. But we couldn't get in. You can get in now. Get in where you fit in. On the soul train. Watch this. Somebody told me some crazy stuff. Said he be faking and he ain't really like that. He don't be. I said, that person clearly don't understand. But in the 5, 10, 15, 20 mark, in between there, they'll catch it that you supposed to make your own day. Not every day you need a TV show, news, my dog, my neighbors, the quasars, the aliens are coming. Somebody already landed to make you happy, energize. Sometimes it could just be yourself. Now, y'all ready? All right, this is what we need to do. Don't be laughing, because are you smarter than a 5th grader? So, I already did mine. Those of you who got a pen and pad, if you got a pen and pad, and your child got a crayon or a marker, and they scrabbling, this is what gotta happen for this to work. Switch. You get the crayon, marker, and you pass them the pen, pad, and pencil. Because you should already, you second tier on this. First step up. Mom, dad, they'll move in the back. Yeah, I got you. Nope. Whoa. I don't care that you rich. It's my house. It ain't gonna work if you ain't paying attention. Work with me. This ain't about how powerful and big your mind is. This, come on, prescription. Move in the back. There you go. Thank you. Hey, beautiful. Hey, y'all. Hey y'all. No, I ain't gonna speak. Yang. I know you can't talk yet, but but you can see me, right? All right, look. All right, here we go. Name the person on the all your coins. Yeah, your penny. Yeah. Who is that? Mm-hmm. Your nickel. Who is that? Mm-hmm. Your dime. Drop a dime on that. What I'm talking about? Who next? Yo, code. Drop a code one on that. As I'm telling you, are you smarter than the 5th grader? You too. Don't be caught. Parents, don't be cheating of your teenagers who've been learning that stuff. Because, hey, teenagers, hide your paper. All y'all in high school, hide your paper. Because your parents cheat. See what I'm talking about? Your parents cheating. We gonna get some. Let me see if I get them. I gotta make sure. Because if I sit up here and lie to you like I know all of them like that, I'll be lying. Okay, that's dime. What's this? What's next after dime? Nickel. You better know this nickel. Well, we're losing change. Dime. That's quarter. You know quarter. That's old Georgia. I'll give y'all that one. Lincoln penny. Who on the nickel? And who on the dime? Okay, we'll come back to that. $50. They ain't even circulating no more, so $50. Who on that? Do the kids even know that used to exist? You know, them washers? You throw that like washers? Yeah. Well, nobody knows what's on it. Okay. Start with the $1 bill. Dollar bill. Who on the dollar bill? Stop looking at your kids' answers. This is an individual self-test, you cheaters. You ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I know they just be sticking the money all in their pocket, they don't care. Anybody remember who was on that $2 bill? I think I need to give them that one. Is that Andrew? Jack! I'm just making up some stuff, but I'm thinking it is. $2. Is there a $3 bill? They should have made one. Why Monopoly money do like that? On the $5. Anybody know who on that 5? Talk to me. Jack! Talk to me. What about the $10? 20? 50? What about that $100? See, we getting out of range. You getting out of range when you go to that 50, bro. Getting out of range. Keep rolling. Ain't there a $1,000 bill? I ain't. Taste buds don't go that high. But there is. Did I say 100, 50, 1,000? Okay. So we'll go right there. Now, unless you're a financer, something like that, business, teller machine, you know them teller bankers, they gonna know that right off the bat. Cheating butts. You deal with money all day. Look at the face. I believe there's some people right there that fail that though, big time. Because what I'm getting to is energy. How much do we pay attention to it though, to the energy? What I'm leading to with that is energy. Do you respect? How much do you respect the energy? Because it's not the energy that's causing problems and stuff like that, right? It's the facilitator of the energy, the holder of the energy, the producer of the energy, right? But if we reel back, I'm thinking reel back, Sean, and you start respecting the energy and filling these blanks, right? Because I'm human. I'm starting to realize I didn't respect energy like I should. I'm just being real with you. I can only be real with myself. I'm gonna fill all these in, and I'm sure there's like Andrew Jackson, Roosevelt, who all these fools, you know what I'm saying? That I and slacking like they ain't y'all ancestors. So no wonder y'all don't want to stay. All right, I got you. I'm gonna fill them in, respect it. Woo 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 woo. To be rich? Well, wealth is better than rich because wealth continues. Wealth is passed on. Wealth can be measured. Wealth has an amount to it. Wealth is comfortability. That's the amount. How comfortable and peaceful. Yeah, but I feel like people in this neighborhood wealthy. Why? Without the chaos and madness that's orchestrated and man-made, we live in a peaceful neighborhood. Look, listen. That's beach energy. Other than smelling the water, seeing it, birds, peace. Element as well. That's how you define your wealth. So we don't have no means of trying to take away what wealth means to so many others. I feel I'm wealthy because I live in a mansion, or I have this, I drive this type, or whatever. No, we don't take nothing away because that's a measurement of wealth within somebody else, what they do, how hard they work, how much they sacrifice. Because for that type of wealth, there's serving sacrifice. But we influence this type of wealth within, right? For the purpose of those of us in the past who felt it necessary to do things, sacrifice in such a way for wealth, and lost the purpose. What's your original purpose of sacrificing for this wealth? Because you go through the purpose of it, right? And you lose focus on what's the purpose that you're going through. Because your initial goal was to be wealthy, feeling you're wealthy inside, so that matches the wealth outside. So you're into the purpose, but you go through so much of the trials and tribulations. That's good, thank you, Musa. That we lose sight of what was the initial purpose. Pay attention, beloved. So then you get up there and you're on your top of wealth. You're there, you're on your top of wealth. That's my wealth. And I think that's what the beloved say. Start with a J. G, Iceman. You get on top of your wealth and you still operate my mode in the same manner as you was climbing up with the purpose. Because in the purpose you was entertaining so much and because you was trying to climb to that wealth. So whatever you had to go through to get to that wealth, but not able, when you get on top of there, to shed that all that purpose that you went through. You know, you might have been partying, you might have been drinking, who knows, you know, had to be around a lot of people, right? Needed the rah-rah, needed the energy of people upping you up, so that you can feel confident enough to go out there and go in your studio and make music because people, you know, you did, and oh, they said this, da-da-da. But you get on top, you like, when you hear, what do you have to prove? You hear. In there, you your purpose and everything was met, because your purpose was not to get on top to, woohoo, I'm here, look at me. Yeah, let me go and, get the biggest jewelry, the jewelry that ain't nobody got, the symbol that create the symbol that shows me and da-da-da. Was that the purpose? Nah. So in my book, the example of it, the purpose, get up there like so many are doing right now, flip it. Flip it. Flip it. So you see new faces within stages, flipping it, who understand the purpose and circulation of money that we should respect, and the reason for respecting, because when you respect it, then the circulation and the characteristics that it has been given, right? Everybody blame money. You know what I'm saying? It's money fault. Who? Money. Who? Money. Man. You gonna blame something that don't walk, don't talk. Uh-oh. Don't spend itself. It's controlled. So you're gonna blame the material that's controlled. Hey, yeah. So wealth is influenced like this, the same way that one come in the ether and influence their way. Little less of the dramatic apropos. Got it. We wrote at once upon a time in our slums, ghettos, impoverished communities. Because of it, everybody had that same lyrical tone, melody, and struggle. It just came in so many various, egregious, downtrodden, struggling ways that were human beings. Grandmasters. I need you to listen to me. Grandmasters. Don't theorize about the folks, because many gonna have so much to say about the individual personalities and stuff. Listen to the lingo. Grandmasters, who came and brought you a flash. And when you looked at them, grandmasters, on that album cover, beloved, tell me what you see. You see shining, the flash. You see the glitter. You see the glow. In the background, you see the struggle. It ain't pretty. It ain't peaceful. Trash ain't picking up like in my neighborhood. People ain't cutting their grass. Even back then, you got buildings just back in the 70s, so you got buildings that's been sitting there 50 years. So them same buildings probably still, you see what I'm getting at? But you still on that cover see the beauty, because the beauty ain't got nothing to do with what's around them. The beauty of those that's painting the picture. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. You know what I'm talking about? So now we done looked at that picture for so long, like before my life. So you carry the weight, and hopefully the spark has hit you there. Why? The why? Why the philosopher? Why the pictures? Why to bring it like this? You know, we got young folks and generations don't know the stuff. They don't know that every 20 years we come back to the same rhetoric every 20 years. Every 20 years. No change. So, like many, we sit back and allow the change that many feel, painful, hurt, disturbing, things like that. And the reason, thank you. The reason goes back to the beginning. We allow the change because the reason goes back to the beginning. We allow the change because the reasoning goes back to the beginning. We allow the change because the reason goes back to the beginning. See, in the beginning, the analogy that makes sense to me now, don't wash the lineage of what was away, because it exists. If not, how, like, name, all that, the traits of the behavior still exist. Still today. No honor among thieves. When you are the entertainment, when you've been the entertainment, when everything you do and done has been copied, has been used, has been converted, has been masked. You come to a point where you understand, should come to a point where we understand that. Why? And the why should create a more powerful individual, culture, and seed producing environment, atmosphere, social structure. I said it before. I think about 2 months ago. Growing up, my mom made me look at it different, always. Double-edged sword. Baby, you see black face and you see this, you see that? I say, yeah, man. I say, Mama, why folks fascinated about being black? Why white folks do that? She said, baby, the fact that you can answer that like that is gonna make this so easy. It's real. There's nothing on this world you can't do. And there's nothing on this world you should not be able to do. I go for every man or woman on this world. That's real talk. You put your mind to it, put your heart to it, command yourself. You was born like this, to challenge yourself. Day one. Now you done got tired or whatever, or you don't showcase it among yourself. There's folks just like you, cut from you, extended from you. They realize your talent. They know where they come from. They know who their descendants are. They might not respect you openly, but you can't wrap your mind around that. You got to wrap your mind about what is, not what people want to illude themselves to be when it's sit there right in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? So look at all that as a compliment. Disturbing as you might see a lot of stuff, look at it as a compliment. She showed me one of the greats that was out there, Weird Al Yankovic. Love the guy. This is about the time she was showing me this stuff. Because I was looking at Real, I said, why Weird Al making fun of Michael and stuff? He say, he just making fun, baby, but it's respect. Weird Al loves some Michael Jackson, or else he wouldn't be making fun of him and stuff like that. And so many others at the time. You know what I'm talking about? He got this side, and he got the alternate side of it. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. But in our world and society, people gonna look at it. Some people gonna look at it as disrespect. Look at Drewski. Drewski do that, you know, stuff like that. It's fun, but it's a reverence of some respect in there for somebody to go and take that much energy to show up somebody or whatever. It's an alter way of telling people, man, you just. He was making fun of. I just watched him make it. I think he was making fun of the Idrises and stuff. Some funny stuff. But the fact of it is the reality. I'm not quoting on nobody telling nothing. I'm just spitting reality. Ain't the skit funny? Cause they're like, where do they accent go when they get in these movies and they gotta act? Like, where do they damn accent? Power. That's all I'm saying. Power. All right. So many of them that do different voices and all that kind of stuff, man. They just show our power. You know what I'm saying? So that's not changed. That's not changed. Hopefully the only thing that I see has changed is the acceptance of it being funny rather than bending us out of shape and atoning to racism and all that kind of stuff, man. Who in the race? Who in the race with the humans? Y'all the human race? Yeah. We humanly racing this. We humanly racing. Y'all, who y'all got in y'all race of humans? Oh. The human race? Yeah, we good. We got a little bit of everything, folks. What's wrong with you? Everything. And then we're finna find out we got a little bit of additive to it, magical to it, and all that kind of stuff. All right, so not losing focus, stay on focus. I got some boxes to fill in on my currency chart, right? I'm gonna fill it in. Now, what I ain't gonna do, I promise on everything, I ain't finna put these on no altar and be like, oh, no. I don't pray no money. Might pray for it, you know, back in the day. Abundance, prosperity, you know, help me keep chucking and blucking, you know what I'm saying? This is a moneyful world. All these fools in these cars, man. My glasses on, man. A lot of things skipping out. Okay. And so we get the chart right, fill them folks in, and tell them thank you. You know, y'all been working good for me in the past. I ain't gonna lie. I apologize for not keeping abreast with y'all like that, like I should. That's really dishonorable, especially knowing that you circulate through me, but I don't even know you. I've been fiddling around in my, you know, I even got a change jar. I need to know y'all. I didn't know y'all. So in that too, what else, y'all? What else? Got a lot going on. Show a lot going on. I'll keep going on. A lot of faces. A lot of faces, a lot of high places. Anything else? Make your day. Make your day. Make your day pleasant and smooth, peaceful and cold. Love y'all from all times. What we do? What else? 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 Oh, climatize now. Climatize. We in May. It's already May 8th. Y'all see how time climatize now. Get in the sun as much as you can. Get off that AC. I ain't telling y'all that because I don't give 2 cents about fixing my AC because I really don't. It's saving me a whole lot of money. There's a whole lot of money. They wonder where you get your savings. I say, you gotta knock out what I don't need. I don't need no damn AC. No heat. Shit. I'm natural. I don't never see my dog go like this. So. Spiritual tone, frequency. Oh, sun. Gaze. And don't, watch yourself when you're looking up into the sun. I'm hearing a lot of people can't do that. Pay attention to Big J, who hurt his eye the last time. He had to have the patch over his eye. So people's out there trying to do things that other people do. Not necessarily all of us can bear that the rays from the sun like that. But know that it does. Y'all seen that video this morning, right? I should have been done that though. So your moon is okay, got it. Beautiful. God, he's so beautiful. Watch this. Everything around us, you hear this all the time, but beloved, when I tell you it's so real, why do you slow you down? Why do you slow this down? Use The Matrix. Greatest movie ever made. Greatest map. Greatest documentary. What do you say? As it slowed down in Neo world through all episodes, he was able to start becoming a greater decision maker, a master at walking through life, both lives, life within the Matrix and life with outside of it, natural. As he naturally started infusing himself about himself with those around him who thought like him, and became a greater force through their angel, godly given efforts to infuse in him. Notice, each one of them had a different component that they added to the twist. So Trinity's purpose was to be his companion in so many ways through the training journey. Morpheus, his sensei, master teacher. I don't know the little light-skinned one came in there with the machine and stuff. He's that purpose, his programmer. And the other ones, saints, they're different things. Weapon specialists, stuff like that, sticks or whatever, all that kind of stuff. Sneaky manipulative. Believe it or not, he had to learn that stuff to be the one who said, the one who gave him up, the bald-headed one, he had to learn from that person anyway, even though he wasn't a good person, because after learning that, going through the movie, see how he do, he got to be manipulative with the person who got the key maker and da-da-da. You see what I'm talking about? He had to learn his tact, because initially, that's not his, well, it could have been his MO, because initially he wasn't he a thief? Computer hacker or some stuff? Neo was a computer hacker, programmer, engineer. Imagine that, bro. I swear to God, these movies. So, slowing it down today, purposely slowing us down to be better decision makers with each other, how we proceed with each other, because we know when our babies, and this is no shots to nobody, our music, our creativity, our fashion, who we are as a masses will show more of our good and bad through our youth, because they're the ones out there hustling, bustling the most. They're the ones being more outspoken, and they're the energy, right? So when they take on the tone, on the clothes they wear, we still hear our elders, our ladies saying, why? I got a question off this one too. Watch this. These babies wearing their clothes, they pants down, Sean, da da da, and, going out here with half nothing and da 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 da. It's a prime indication. Then how they talk, how mannerable they are. Can they talk? And it's sad when you start seeing it's 20, and then I like, man, Sean, wake up, bro. Wake up, bro. You the one that sit up there and saying, education system, bro. They're already saying Department of Education, this and that, and you're surprised that people can't read. That's one of the. Watch this. Ooh. That's one I can throw stones at. Ooh. At AI and the computer. Can you not hide very well that you can't read with AI and the computer and digital stuff? Ooh. Can you hide very well that you can't read, right? Because AI, digital stuff, you tap that box, digital signature already there for you. I'm saying something. So, bringing about this because it's fundamental, where that the things we are talking about and listening to, putting around our channels that are substance, gravitates one, influences one to support, to listen to educational stuff, no matter who it is, philosophy, whatever it is, right? For the purpose, because eventually that individual finds registration in the prescriptions and things, is starting to soulfully feel, understanding command to the prescription, right? Which just initially starts leading the individual. You're already using the computer to do this and this, to almost think for you, but now you're absorbing so much, and you're being told, now go research or go look at this and that, extend your spark. In doing so, yeah, you use the computer, but you have to navigate to, and you start learning. Your curves start, see what I'm talking about? What you didn't know, da da da. And it's just inherent within us, curiosity. See what I'm talking about? So that individual who couldn't read or whatever, that learning curve starts to change, because eventually you start picking up. See what I'm talking about? Auditory, listening to words, reflection, repetition, venturing into other places, videos, whatever, people talking, being inspired by others that you're seeing. That's why it's so fruitful to be on an independent type with journalists, this, that, whoever's on YouTube doing it from their home, looking just like me, you, right? Taking away that fear effect, away that emotional downtrodden effect, because individuals who are stuck in this type of thing, right? They look just like me. See what I'm talking about? Takes the fear, like, I can learn this. I'll take more time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's real. So that's where a lot of frustration come in, because no shots. This is reality, traits. if you have no shots, real talk. Things like this have to happen because if you have beloveds out there in this position and they got money, can you imagine those that don't? It's a lot more. The traits don't fall far from the tree. So this is so fruitful. Somebody who's been in the education system and understand it, know. Ain't too much I can't teach somebody if I know. If I know how to do it, I'm gonna find a way to get you to know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? So creative with whatever I do. So many of us like that. Real hands-on. Much of it is gonna be hands-on, if not 99% of it hands-on. I understand that more than I understand trying to Zoom and teach somebody something other than, reflective lecturing, which more by the examples I've been through and stuff like that to equate for receipts and stuff like that. I've lived it, I've done it, so then I don't need the receipts and stuff like that. You see what I'm talking about? So understand the effect of that when people want to be around for that. Totally get it. Honored by it in so many ways. Shows to pay attention to myself is the amount of things I've been through. So that's the spiritual tone. Keep slowing it down. Keep adhering to your inner. Where's God Most High gonna talk to you most? Operate more on the outside or you on the inside? Inside out. That's the spiritual tone. That's the spiritual prescription right now. Inside out. Allow everything, if not everything, at least if you just starting initially, things go inside first. Things start happening to you. So go inside first. Look at self first. Start pointing the finger. Not pointing the finger, but put self on the spot. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah. And then once you do that and able to do that, and you're able to put self on the spot, check self. Then that stops you from doing so many things that, created issues when you go out and, you encompass other folks and things like that. Now, that's not going to change how folks come and operate with you and but it changes how you operate with them. As we continue spreading so much of this, people start seeing, man, you're going to bring a peaceful tone and stuff like that, then that becomes infectious, contagious. Then that great building starts. Y'all know how this goes. We know how to go. Just a little bit on something like this. Them brothers, so many of you brothers out there that standing on it, you know what I'm saying? I think one of the topics is straight men are cancer. Straight men becoming a cancer. I know they didn't throw in is straight women becoming a cancer because it was a panel full of men and they didn't want to bring that one in there. Fiddly. But no, it makes sense. Nah, bro, bro, we already on the hot seat. Look, they say we the cancer, and then if we add women, knowing they ain't the cancer, and we just trying to show that we ain't the cancer, but if we add women, they're gonna be the straight women gonna be shun us too, cause they're gonna be thinking we talking about they the cancer too. But nah, baby, we trying to make sure y'all see that we ain't the cancer. We ain't cancerous. We not cancerous. Some of us might be cancer signs. Straight men ain't the cancer. Double-edged sword. Now, let's talk about it real quick. I like these long subjects, man. Tea, coffee, tea, please. Let me talk like I know something. What you know? Being a man? How long? 5 on 6 times? 56 of them years. How much a man? Let me see. I think I hear my manhood. I've been a man for I had my manhood about 45. So I've been a manhood. I've been a man about 11 years. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Come with me. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Come with me. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How long? How long? I thought you was a man when you got hair on your chest. Man, I ain't got no hair on my chest, fella. I ain't on the Android. Are you dog? Slick back Willie. So, I've been a man since 45, I think 45, 46, when I woke up and said, stop playing the game, playing with them toys out in the street, man. You all over here. You out, toys. Get the toys out, guys. So I grew up, and, little boy stopped playing with toys. So, what's the topic, bro? Straight men is the cancer? Straight men cancer? Being straight is a cancer? So that was a question on one of my tests, on one of our tests. The test today, same test, currency. Straight men are cancer. Straight men, cancer. Bonus question. Answer in thesis format. Straight men are cancer. Straight. You straight? Straighten them. You straight? Straighten them. You straight? Straighten them. You, you straight? Straighten them. You straight? Michigan, can I use that? Take out! You straight? Straighten them. You straight? Straighten them. Son, on everything, son. I'm trying to tell you something. You keep beaming on me if you want to. Keep beaming on me if you want to. Keep beaming on this carbon if you want to. And put you on blast. Son, you straight? Son, you straight? Ever seen the sun change up on you? What I was talking about that moon before we get into this next one is the moon, right? Nothing happens around you that doesn't happen with you first. Understanding. But you're not going to understand it because you didn't come out understanding first what it means first, original, first. So you see your brothers and I calcify as you get older. Tell me you don't see that. As age come in, you see the calcification, which is coming from inside, outside, to show you what is getting old. So if you see hair like this, there's something within inside aging. And the reference to it is our follicles, right? Our hair. So therefore, as you getting older, you calcify. Calcium, right? Calcify. Make sense? Your pineal gland calcifies. So your moon, been here long time, calcified. It's in your other planets. There's some of these that you can't live on this. After it's done its calcifying, is it hollow? Is all the nutrients sucked out of it? Of course, because nothing's growing on. You don't see no grass. You know. So it's a possibility it's calcified and it's hollow. Therefore, when it was habitable and all that stuff, like Earth, because yes, once it was. How you know? Because you're seeing structures and things like that that have been on there and stuff like that. But the sun now uses it as a reflector, opposite of itself, dual. So you got yin yang, you got sun that'll shine and heat you, and then you got the moon. Sun illuminates the moon to use in the daytime. I mean nighttime. So your moon calcified, but still has an existence of luminary. With me? So slowing yourself down. Your electricity. And almost everything you touch or come aware of can absorb your electricity automatically. How you relate this is through your, remember I told you about your lava lamps and stuff like that? And then you also got them static lamps too, right? And if you touch them or whatever, and they can, you talking about that, see the energy going, you touch it, static clean and stuff like that. You moving your feet across the carpet and stuff like that and stinging somebody. Okay. So your electricity. So just that should tell you alone, you just walking. Watch this. That's why, watch this. I understand the purpose of putting stuff in us. Somebody just showed little nano that's going to be put in some and stuff like that. I understand the purpose. You should too. You've seen Wakanda and stuff like that. So it's going to benefit in such a great way, but then the effects and hazard and stuff like that. All of us going to be at one point, like now, our guinea pigs. And understanding how what has been working in me and stuff like that. I'm not happy about it and stuff. Things gonna, transpire, whatever. It'll be for the good of humanity because in so many ways, I know what things are telling and it does this and that, but there's a reversal of the technology that can help with elements and show, because if they're looking and they can see what elements and how my body adjusted this and that, then that means the detection of illnesses, and see I'm getting that. So I look at the other side of that too, and I believe that that's the component of going forward with the stuff. Right? So then think about it. You can be at home and somebody could, you say I got this or this, and they just look you up, look your chart up on the thing and say, oh yeah, da 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 da, and then give you the remedy or procedures to go, whether to come in and stuff. It helps a lot. This is real because that's what's dying down. That's why the healthcare system and stuff, like, not so much falling apart, but reinventing itself to cater to that type of. You're not gonna need that many. You know what I'm saying? A lot, if any. I don't know how that process will go. You still need a nurse and stuff like that, because you still got to put that work in and pick the people up, EMT, all that. You see what I'm talking about? But it'll be at a dire necessity. We won't be packing the hospitals and stuff like that. But that in itself, now if you can wrap your head around that, makes sense why to simplex our lives with AI. See what I'm talking about? So that we can take better care of our lives live longer lives, those that choose to live peaceful, harmonious lives. We ain't all about violent. I'll shoot you. You know, so that's systemic pandering that makes that continue on. You know what I'm saying? So we watching that behavior is. That's why there's so much is going on, so they can be put under a spotlight and be detained. One of the brothers brought up that what could be possibly coming is the criminal in the capital of our punishment, similar to those that we felt was inhumane and things like that. We've seen Demolition Man, stuff like that. Down the population control of, it's gonna change. Let's just put it that way. Opening up of islands, more facilities outside of society is more viable. Something like El Salvador and stuff like that. Finding remote places where that fools want to escape. He go on escape into that, you know what I'm saying, almost like Alcatraz type stuff. Rather than doing that, rather than going towards inhumane avenues that I know for a fact the American people ain't got no taste for. So for some people to say it's good, yeah, we have public hangings and public this and that's like, nah, it ain't. Will it quickly sustain some stuff that's going on? No. Because I agree with my peers. As I sit back, you know, I don't sit there and claim I know young folk or, oh, all of them, like, nah, I don't do that. I stay positioned the same way I was when I was young, same thought process. They are far more, yeah, shit, you hit 3 all the time, so they're 3 times as great the energy we were, 3 times. So that's 3 generations. So that's three power moves in there. There are 3 times the energy the baby boomers were, right? So that's good or bad. You choose how you're gonna look at it. So I always stuck with, I don't trust my kids no farther than I can throw them. What? Cause why? Example, how far your mama could throw you? And how did your mama know? Would you trust you? See, you gotta keep it real. When you was a kid, okay. So I go with the same MO. They that's what they built for. See what they can get away with, manipulate, learn from the environment, That's what they built for. To learn, to develop, and you the parent, all that to be tested. Are you a good parent? Or what kind of parent are you? Oh, you know, what Hall of Fame parent that you want, what category you want to be in your parenting? That's what that's for. You see what I'm talking about? So, yeah, I don't trust no father than I can throw them. All of them. It's an earned thing. They all should be earning their right to, I'm a good kid, I'm a bad kid, I'm this kid. Keep walking through the journey and let us determine that. And we know it will. Their actions, their loveliness, and who they being, inspiring, especially when you're a freshman on varsity playing basketball. You can cut my grass anytime you need to. You stop playing with me. What we talking about? So, straight men, I can't see you being a Cancer. straight man, I'm just gonna be, real honest with you. Cause see, like in the beginning, straight man. Yeah. Straight man. I can't fathom in the mind you being the Cancer. Cause in the beginning, straight man. You straight? You straight? Baby straight? How the kids doing, bro? Straight man. I can't fathom you being the Cancer. Cause in the beginning, how the kids doing? How Cain? Abel? Seth, get off them rocks. Cain, put that brick down. I don't get down with you. I don't care. You sit out there. You didn't find out how to make the hammer. You better not hit nobody with that thing, boy. Let me see you hitting that. All right, you gone and tenderizing the fish. Okay. Move Abe's head out the way. Hey, move your. That's what Abe's head got in the way. Hey, Cain was sitting up there tenderizing the steak, and then they weren't supposed to be eating that damn steak. They told us quit making oxtails out them damn hooves. Anything. Don't eat that. So in the beginning, Cancer, not the Cancer man, not the man that's a Cancer because that's just a reference of your cognitive traits and your behaviors, your movement, stereotyped off the bipolarism that somebody came and said, we're gonna view all the Cancers like all the Cancers. If you was born in Cancer Day month, just stay right there and live. We're gonna analyze you for a year. Like the Pavlov dog and all that stuff. Ring the bell. See the dog bark. All right, feed him. Feed the dog. He barked when I read the bell. So, they were like, why that Cancer man climbing trees and the other Cancer man digging? Oh, that's all right. That's 1 out of 99, man. We can't count them all. Now, if 3 of them go start climbing the tree and the other ones start digging, now that's a percentage that we're gonna say, all right, Cancers usually dig and experiment. They did the Virgos like that too. See the Virgo on the roof? See all them on the roof? Yeah, we told them all get on the roof. Now, for a month, you gotta just stay on the roof. We'll throw the food to you, we'll do all that. Don't get off the roof though. All right. Act like you can fly while you're up there. Did one of them Virgos fly off? Sure did. You seen that? Yeah. Just flew off. In the tree? Yeah. Built a nest. And came back on the roof. Now, if 2 more Virgos do that, Virgos will fly. I'm saying something. I'm not saying Virgos will fly. I was experiment. Pavlov, dogs. Why that dog growling? Well, when you ring the doorbell, the ring was like when you go Pavlov. Almost sheep like that. All right, saying. So what we're talking about is we're talking about the cancerous straight man. I'm finna, oh my God, Lord. This deep. This deep, y'all. It get deep. This get deep. All right, cross this bridge with me real quick. We got to do it. I mean, when you changing things, we changing things, how we do things. Usually people come on here and just talk for a minute and it's gone about their business. But, you got something to talk about it. It's philosophy. Now, understand philosophy. You don't put a timetable on philosophy when you're a philosopher and you philosophize. You have these, you have to understand, I go off the original philosophers, those that You be out in I seen one of them beautiful ones today or yesterday. Came in my presence. Thank you there, sir. Beautiful Jesus looking one. Real talk. Or Cristo. Which was a prominent feature. I'm starting to realize. Prominent feature back in the day. But your philosophers would sit out, grasses and rocks and stones, the pantheons and stuff like that, under them and stuff like that. And for days, man, it came to a point where they're so savant genie at it that without music, without anything, when the harp and the violins, strings like that came in, and then that's where you got opera from. Watch this, pay attention. I know I'm going off Keter, but it's, Sundays, Mother Day Sunday special right here. When they got so good at philosophizing and naturally capturing the audience, and it started growing and expanding, that the Colosseum Pantheons were built for it. And as the Colosseums built, the Colosseums, the old ones, they just in deep, and then the stairs go up like that, right? And philosophers started being entertainers and spreading and ranging and stuff. That's where the fools came from, for the kings and stuff. And then you bring now with the philosophy, talk about what, now you enduring it with music. That's why opera's around. Think about that. Just think, man. And look where opera's at. Rome and Italy and stuff like that. So now you capture with the intelligence and stuff like that. Start becoming an art form. And folks start putting harps to it. Dude, put some music to somebody talking to you, poetry. Now I can give you stories and da-da-da, but now I give, just like today. Oh, it's so beautiful. Well, your tarot readers, that's what I love. That's what brought me back to it. Your tarot readers give you their individual story, so many other stories along with truths, for you, whatever, both did. But they make it a whole. Welcome back. We're here. So now you put the harps with it and the music and stuff. You got a whole full now. Now watch this. Purpose. Purpose. How else to school and keep society abreast collectively when you don't have weather advisory, news advisory, telephone, TV, radio, this going on, blah, blah, blah. Because you taking it just, everybody collectively got there, boom, boom, and we just listening to Sean, and we go home. Minister of whatever is there, and officials there, and giving out announcements. See how it goes? Don't that make sense? That's where you get all your entertainment information and everything else. How you know that? Because you see it in your movies, and Gladiator and all that kind of stuff. And see the king down here. And show you good the limelight stuff. They ain't got all day to show you what the king said to the people. Said, I wish y'all would catch somebody stealing some stuff. Remember, we was down to the law was you get caught stealing stuff, you get your pinky nub cut off. We tallying it up. You get your whole hand cut off. Everybody all got their hand in the honey pot. Stop stealing. Everybody looking like, who's stealing now? Who mad at each other and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? Or we're raising the taxes. Taxation without representation. I'm your representation. I'm raising your taxes. See what I'm talking about? Everybody looking at, ow. You know what I'm saying? And then those that didn't go, whatever. Everybody come home. That's the purpose of the whole thing. So when you come home, everybody telling everybody else that didn't go. What it say? What the king say? What that? And man, raising our taxes and get caught stealing something. You don't get your hand cut off next time. Because them the ones that didn't go, the ones that have doing all the crowns and stuff. You see what I'm talking about? The rebellious one. I don't want to hear what King got to say. I don't want to hear what the King got to say. He trying to throw me in the Coliseum, trying to get ate up by the lions and stuff. So we back to straight men. Are you straight men? Are you cancers? I'm straight, man. I'm straight. I'm straight. I'm straight. Are you cancerous? No. Well, it depends on what you know. Can you be a good Cancer, John Lewis? Y'all, come on now. Flip. Flip the coin. Flip the coin. Do you know who's on the coin yet? No, I ain't got on my Google yet, so I can find out. I'm gonna go on my Google, my cheat sheet on my Google, and I'm gonna go look up the money and do that. I ain't finna rack my brain. I'm gonna let AI. You gonna let AI do what? Think for me. No, I'm straight. But are you cancerous? Can you be a good Cancer in a bad body at work? Whoa. Can you be a good Cancer in a bad body at work? What that mean? No, we can't use that, y'all. Can you be a good Cancer in a bad body at work? There ain't no such thing as a good Cancer. A good Cancer is a Cancer that go away, that disappears. So those that get Cancer and beat Cancer, yeah. Because now you're working in a good body. Yeah. And usually those that beat Cancer, shoot, they get straight, right? They get straight. I ain't like, not straight like, without, like, they get on their life path, right? Like, ooh, no, I'm getting my eating right. I'm gonna stop this, woo. They said got me cancer, stuff like this. So, all right, so that was like a little offshoot. All right, we was just venturing. But straight men, no, you can't be the Cancer when you are the component that was, okay, so what I was getting to before that, but you are the component that was made to help with the reproduction, to make the reproduction faster, less painful. That's one thing we don't look at. I know it had to be more painful because the ladies, before the cutting of the X themselves in to make the male, it took longer. And it was more painful. It had to be in some ways. So you getting cut being the helper that brings in, but there's so much effort in there of you strong enough outside, can't be the Cancer, because outside you strong enough to bear, I'm saying so much, the witness to the beautifulness and take hold and cherish and defend against the elements that are catered to your roughness and your abilities to be protect and serve. I'm saying so, and things like that. While the softness and the portal heals itself and recuperates, rejuvenates, you can even protect that and so much. So, no, you can't be the Cancer. There's no way. Now, how you become the Cancer, we can talk about though. When you defy that, when you work against that, when that's not accepted, when that becomes unnormal and something else becomes normal and a trend more than a phase. When something else comes more respected, more loud, than what is. You take it how you like it. Not with the tone to become disrespectful to nobody who strays away from the tree, the original, the natural. But what I'm not going to do in my arena, my influence, allow anybody come before what's natural. It just ain't happening. Not for me, not for my energy around me. I respect and support what everybody else do. Respect and support that. Why? It's easy. Should be easy for all of us. When you know you are, has nothing to do with value, but everything to do with value. Understanding the past, understanding what it takes for human beings, civilization, to be privileged to be here and do this on a continuous basis. It takes effort. It takes a consciousness of awareness that what's our top 3 noble and pillar things to do within our society, individually, collectively, efforts of the bigger picture as the human race group. Sometimes. Leaving line to purpose of our alienation to resonate. I willfully, my willpower wills it. I will it. Not for our harassment among human beings and us to, because even the race that you don't know exists among you work tirelessly to, because understanding so much of the difference that we are going to see and witness, but we can learn better than we have learned with our human race. We've done a terrible job in so many arenas of that, with the hatred and the venom and the jealousy and envy, because that's what that is. We just we top it with a name called racism, but it's hate, jealousy. I can't be like them. I can't be like them group of people. I can't be like them. I can't jump like them. I can't swim. I can't ski like them. I can't skydive. I don't have no thrill to jump out the damn airplane like them. So I'm mad at it. You see what I'm saying? Ooh. They go chase sharks and stuff like that. I don't find no interest in that. They mad at me. I'm mad. You see what I'm talking about? Because that's all it is. When you really, really peel back the layers. See what I'm talking about? Instead of applauding ourselves as human beings, saying, wow, boy, we some, ooh, look how far our crazy selves will go. Calling ourselves crazy in the most endearing way, only because, man, hey, about the craziest thing Sean about, you see what I'm talking about? Just how far you're crazy. Not as far as that crazy fool, you know what I'm saying? But we the same, he's the same. Because if he jumping off that mountain, put your shoes in it, put your feet in the shoes. Okay, if I had to jump off the mountain, I swear on everything, I'll watch that cat jump off that mountain. He ain't gonna open no parachute. And then when he did that, it looked like he was on the ground, hit the ground and was running. It was just how far up he was. And then finally hit his arms open to get that new stuff parachute, the bodysuit. No, bro. No. I don't need to find my soul like that. Because that's all that is. I'm saying something. We look at it as things as thrills, but usually it's just folks, they know they in this shell operating. They know when they do these things, that energy, I said it before, it's electric. When you can grasp it, when you watching who's doing it and who's not, and you can grasp, you walk and you surf with an energy like so many no others, folks will do some things to get that same type of energy that you automatically were told to store in yourself. The difference is he'll go out there and get it like that, while you'll go use the energy you already possess. And you'll go in the street, get your AR-15, da-da-da, hold it up like this, woo, that beautiful musical energy and stuff that come out you. That if you're like, boom, dear mama, woo, 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 it sound good, beautiful, dear mama, woo, but then it go, duck, shoot, black, it's energy. Your choice of how's it coming out. Turk it, shirk it, back, put it on your mama, I'm back outside, all that stuff, you know, it's energy. What it say? Beauty in the eyes of the beholder, beauty in the ears or something. So the provocation now, sum it all up, because we had that 2 hours. Let's sum it all up. So we talking about currency, respecting it, finding a way to respect it even more. Not because you want a lot of it and stuff like that. No, it'd be a beautiful thing sitting there circulating in all, you know, so many people's hands and stuff, raising the roof of our society. Your conscience, my conscience, being on the right path of conscience. I listened to somebody, my beloved, yesterday. God, man, y'all coming out the woodwork. Disciples! They're showing up out here, y'all. Disciples showing up out here, y'all. Beloved say, man, you know, how you feel when you sitting up there eating, rubbing elbows, having cocktails and stuff like that, and in the presence of certain people and certain things and stuff like that. But then elevate nastiness and the dishonorable people to this level when they should be elevated to this level. And folks that should be elevated to this level, elevated to this level and talked down on. So the provocation, if your head is doing that type of behavior, then there's no way that your body is, do the same thing. You're only as good as the head, right? And then you only as strong as the weakest link. So I don't even know what made me go over there, because we was talking about, I gotta stay focused. But I got you, stay focused. I was coming to the, he was right. Because we're talking about more of the influence, that's it. More of the influence. More of the influence. So the moral of it, no, the straight men, no. You're the Cancer today because the body's not healthy. World, nation. And so because of the unhealthiness that has been inhibited, normalized, trending, like my brother said, he angrily said, we got to point the finger at ourselves. So what he's talking about, being the Cancer, not stepping out, not taking ownership when we have a chance with our young men and boys. Like I said, the day I feel that I have anywhere I go in this world, I don't give two hot rock boots at a dope. I done put my life on the line. So I'm talking about, there's no doubt that while I was in that man army, at one point, many times, artillery piece, a rifle, a sniper, something was aimed at me. You see what I'm talking about? So how dare I sit up there and say now that I'm on the opposite side of that in so many ways, and that my conscience flies where that if I entertain you in my optics, whether it be what I can't see or see, and I feel a voice is needed because I'm living comfortably, but I see others not, and I see people going through that. And that's not trying to say you carry other people's weight, but bringing the conscience back that, you do drive within your kingdom, if you call yourself a king or a queen or a noble or a pillar, right? And you do see all the beautiful other kings and queens for who they are, whether they up, down, whatever, right? The purpose of the cards, the playing cards, what is it? Why you have 4, 5 kings on there and queens on there? Symbolizes something. In the match of, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers of cards in there too. That's who you take care of in the, right? Y'all still with me? I know it's been 2 hours, but the meat and potatoes getting good, right? Putting some spice on it. Am I right though? When you're playing solitaire, you got the hearts of kings and queens, and then their kingdom. And then you got the clubs, king, queen, and their kingdom. And you got the spades and their kingdom. And clovers, and am I right? Right? So that means within the realm of your kingdom, there's folks that, right? So if you have, just imagine more cards, then you have more kings and queens. So that's how I look at, like, local. You have that many, and they don't just have to be, they're just not just, they could be in your position, mayor, but I'm looking like folks that are retired, made a certain level, kickback, councilmen, kings, queens, you know, teachers, principals, you know, average people, that's career people. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Like that. So yeah. When you look at that like that, right, then we start treating each other like that, and that, you know what I'm saying? Like, watch this. You know, they say, nah, that ain't, Sean, that ain't gonna work. If I make for king, queen, man, stop playing with me. Well, I don't see you putting your hands on King Charles and his wife. Huh? Now, you ever seen the Saudi kings, them fighting in open, and the Saudi wives and stuff? I ain't talking about them shows. I ain't talking about our TV shows. Housewives, this, that. I ain't talking about that superficial stuff today. It's scripted. Fight. Today gonna be a fight. You gonna get mad at Dennis because Dennis didn't get that stuff out his teeth in front of everybody and da-da-da. And Dennis gonna get mad at you because your lipstick gone too heavy or whatever. No, anybody know any kings or queens that's fighting in the world? Lips getting chapped. I'm talking too much saltiness around. So I'm thinking we start taking on the persona influence of the kings and queens and honoring ourselves like that and da-da-da. Good day, mate. Language might change. And that'd be a good thing that the language kind of perk up a little bit. Because, you know, you see them British ones. You see Drewski. It's hard. British don't sound right cussing. They just don't. Just don't. I told you it'd get deep. The peasant leave the aristocrat's cuff. Did the peasant? Help me with this, London, England, talk to me. Did they leave because they was like, look, man, we can't say, we bringing in this new lingo. I'm saying something. Because always the oppressed that bring up the cuss words and blah, because we be doing that. You know, you get a butt whooping by your mom and stuff like that. You don't go off in front of them. You go in the bedroom or the bathroom in the backyard or something. Or say if you can go with Bob's house and stuff. You know, go on over there and steal again. That's why you got your butt whipped now, and then you be cussing your parents out. I used to cuss my mom out so bad, man. Under my breath. I get them whoopings, bro. I'm saying this using an example because I'm saying, like, if you was cussing your mom out under your breath after you done wrong, I know I'm going off panhandle, but work with me, y'all, because I'm trying to teach at the same time. Keep the parents in the back. They got this. If you was going off on your mom, this parent, they know, because when I speak it, they're gonna be like, God, Lord, we was cursing ourselves. Watch this. Mama gave me a whoop. You out there stealing, you out there doing this, talking, boo, wow, wow. Sounded good like that. Damn, that's a whooping. Was that all but? Well, but watch this. So, and then you go like, and then don't have your friends there, right? Man, you just got a whooping, man, why you crying and stuff. And then you cussing your parents out with your friend. Do you realize, I didn't realize, look, we cursing our parents. Young folk. Stop cursing your mom and daddy, especially you know you did it. I ain't talking about those ones out there to be getting, but even you, because it be opposite dual purpose. Sword is dual. The parents up there sitting up there giving you free whooping, giving you out. So, you parents out there giving all you whoopings out. I owe you weapons. Why I get a weapon? I owe you. And I ain't talking about I owe you for the pay. I'm talking about I just know. Boy, it don't pay to have a mama who can be a seer. I'm saying something. Cause boy, they got some fathers out there, some husbands out there been married and married to seers. Boy, it don't pay. It don't pay. We don't get away with nothing. We ain't gonna get away. That's a good thing. Can't get away with nothing. So I owe you whoopings. Y'all start getting them. I owe you whoopings, man. Start getting it. Yeah. So beautiful, because now we're talking about ownership starting at a younger age. Of maybe you can quell some of the back and forth, because you know the child don't know, man. I'm getting whooped, man. Mom, shoot, I ain't got no daddy, or dad, I ain't got no mom, or damn, both. It's messed up in here, da. Then yeah, I know my behavior stink, but dude, look where I'm coming from. Look where I'm at. Look what's going on. This building over here, since I was born, my brother, he 20. He told me to build. Every time we walk, dead bodies they putting up in there. Crack house, crack spot. Everything around me don't make sense. So I curse my mom and dad when I get these whoopings and stuff like that. And then we curse everything. Because words are, come with me. In the back. Words are in the back. In the back. No, don't bend over. I just mean in the back. Words are, exactly. So as a culture I'm just asking a question, cursing ourselves, because we are the ones that went through the struggle. We got our butts whooped. Master up. Next. How many barrels did you not pick today, Drewski? I only made it to 55 pounds. You know it's 60. Put the lotion on your skin. You're 5 barrels short, so you'll be getting 5 lashes. And due to post-traumatic slavery syndrome, that our beloved professor, Little Red, beautiful, eloquently put, it travels through our blood, DNA. None of dots say, I got royalty in my D in the A. How royal do you feel on the outside? See how it go? You did the same thing with your master. I'm trying to bring it. What you trying to bring? Before you pull the trigger, how you think you got out that plantation? We talked about it with your singing. We shall overcome. Words are spells. We shall overcome. Where you at right now? We shall overcome. Come on, soul on the train. Go in the back. We put your mask on. The steam coming out the engine. We shall overcome. Words. Spell it. Off the plantation we go. Words. Gossip. Words. So, you saying things like that, doing things like that, singing and stuff. Yeah, you coming off that cool. We're gonna escape that. And every time and tone that we brought, as we kept on moving, what's the point, man? You getting to it? So, cursing the master, you whooping, slashing, going in the hood. No, we didn't see the movie. Kunta on his back and kissing him over there, softening him. I'm sorry, one day, and you sitting up there telling me them 22 with all that frustration and anger inside them, just building up inside. And them all in one accordance, repetitiously building inside. So the core of the mission to this prescription is inside out. Inside out. Inside, the frustration continued to build with the deregistration that was registered for them type of people at them time and them particular struggles. But deflecting everything, like my brother say today, one of our ex still always will be when you are Panthers. Understand? Just the quality of approach, quality of being, matching it with it, and not being fearful of it. You know something? Fearless. We must. Fearless. Understanding that, I'll leave you with this one, real talk. What always will be respected, always have in my living, never seen nothing different. I always told my child, be as mannerable and respectful as you can with all. How you want to be treated is so important, how you run. Knowledge. Knowledge is the key to success. No doubt. Knowing the quality of knowledge you need, though, is also the key. The quality of knowledge that moves you, suitable for you, allows you to be you and a be no do level. Not knowledge that trains, like we know. It's not saying it's not good. In the foundation of knowledge building, it's great because I can tell anybody that with my college-based knowledge, structure, all that, school, academia, it's allowed me to be more clear, bring it, what's big to many people, you know, people use big words and all that confusion, on any level. And with those who use big words and just to make you feel uncomfortable in the room and to see if you supposed to be in the room, go in there and make them just as comfortable. Bring them big words, guys, to a balance. You know, that's who watches me too. Right? Knowledge being the power. And then the third, peace and serenity. Being the peace for yourself. Right? Continue to say, show me anything that has been built worthwhile for both sides in a fight, in a destructive fight, any type of fight. You're not even finna find that much in competitive prize fighting and stuff like that. See what I'm talking about? Though the champion who won the fight, I won, and belt and money, more money than the other person, still, he went up there and got 2 black eyes and kidney shots and that, and then sitting up there on a dialysis machine after the fight. And but the other guy over there, this guy that won $5 million, he done won $2 million, but the other guy that lost, his eye hanging half the wide, hanging off, and the doctor then told him, "Hey, you gotta quit fighting, bro. They punching CTE in your head. Like, who won?" Serenity to accept, like always, the things that you can't change. Right? You can't change everything, but having the serenity to accept them, where that it don't outbalance you, and if it does, then you can bring yourself snap back into balance, naturally or automatically, depending on your level of balance. Your level of balance. This is the biggest deterrent factor. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let nobody fool you. Been doing this now and paying so much attention of why when off-balance things happen to me, it's me knowing, okay, Sean, you didn't slow this down, for you at least. You didn't slow this down. So if you in here and you doing things and you see, check your balance. Are you correlated with this? You didn't slow down purposely. And 9 times out of 10, I look in and say, yeah, it's me. I gotta slow down. Match, balance, match the energy, balance the energy, match it. So that's what I can tell so many. If you slow it down and stuff, things, and speak it like knocking the door, locking the keys in the door, knowing fully well, I'm talking to myself. Don't go get the keys for me, and just closing the door. At the same time, saying, damn, do I got the keys? No, I ain't got the keys, and then close the door. It's like alignment, fool. You see what I'm talking about? Thinking more. That's the purpose of, we're answering the question to it right now at the same time. Why you slow it down? Because it spark your thinking. You think so much better in a peaceful state, thinking, like the beloved say, when you fearful, when you fear your protection, your life, this, that, that keeps you off balance. So much learning. So the tarot readers and philosophers and so much, they're articulating this, right, to us. So that's healthy. So I bring that in so much that once we continue to do that, you hear it too. I even hear myself. Softness that comes within my voice and non-aggressive and stuff like that. That's how you can tell. Now, your inner mode of who you are and your outer mode is definitely going to be, in some ways, a difference. Because your alter ego what you once hid automatically, because you don't show your good and bad side at the same time, not all of us, right? But during the day, many, because you always hear this, watch this, you always hear people say, oh, don't get on her bad side. Why? Because then you'll see the alter ego. Don't get on his bad side, you'll see the alter ego, right? So many of us, many have that'll showcase, but people know not to show it. not to get on it because they don't want you to show it. Where that so many, you don't hear that, right? I've never seen his bad side. I've never seen her bad side. See what I'm talking about? Or opposite today, I ain't even seen this person good side. I don't even know if they got good in them. See what I'm talking about? So it's the alter ego that which once was hidden for a lot of us, our alter egos are balancing at the same time, and everybody's seeing it. You know what I'm saying? See that? So at one point you can see a flip of a coin of a person saying hi to one person, da da da, and then the person they don't like with it is like, and what you want? Wait, hold up. And the person you being good sitting right here, and the person you being nasty to sitting right there. Look at that. See it? Made you show what? Your both egos. You're good. Hey, love you. Hey. And what you want? Where we at? So understanding that, when I sit back and look at the, so much of the confusion with us and stuff like that, that's what's shown. And your spiritual side, which can be good or bad, but naturally, attentively, when you just initially catching the spirit and Holy Ghost, whatever you call it, it's good. It's on your good, right? Because you went there. You're going to you're going in the mode of something's wrong, something got you down, depressed, whatever. You see what I'm talking about? So when the beautiful ones that are able to bring out your brightness again, right? So you go to your preach, your imam, bishop, whatever, right? And you're down, and they talk you through your relationship, whatever, your bill, whatever, right? And you crack a smile because they let, hey, it's gonna be all right. You ain't the first, woo, woo. And pick yourself up, woo, woo, woo. Hey. Because you was one way, right? Your ego came in there, why this, But then the pastor, whatever, hey, hey, it's gonna be all right. I've been there, Talked to you for a while. Switch comes on and boom, and I feel better about myself. I'm glad I talked to you, God. Thank you, That's your being able to bring that other side, snap you back to that, what you normal to, especially your ministers and stuff, able to do it because they know you. They've been watching you. And many of us been going since we was kids. So they know Sean, they know Betty, they know you. That ain't you. You know what I'm saying? So they should have that. They do have that magical spark to bring you back to you. All right. So that's just right there. That was just that alter ego. You know what I'm saying? That's important in so many ways. Identifying that, because you're learning yourself. More you learn about yourself, man. I'm trying to tell you. I keep pushing, advocate for it. The more you learn about yourself, people trying to figure out what it is, why it come to you. This is what Most High want for you. The more you learn, everything is inside us. Everything. So, only thing we are doing is entertaining, layering, in some ways putting on if we choose to, because it's something you put on. Or when I say put on, attached to you, right? Daily way of doing something, right? And it's your choice. It's your choice. Just looking. Not a lot going on, but a lot of transition for a lot of folks, right? And all I'm doing is researching myself on what's been keeping me sound with things. Hoping, not hoping, but knowing that more I facilitate the energy, it helps you. Partaking in a lot of incense. incense, know what it does for the flow. It's a directional signals. Your incense, when it flows, stagnation, if it's fluttering, because your incense will flow off your balance. Your animals will flow, everything around you flows off your balance. So what I've been paying attention to my dog, man, especially, watch this, pay attention to his habits, his things, his awareness, because they take on your traits, right? And then they're your awareness and your first alert system, if you're allowed to be, in so many ways, right? So paying attention to his calmness, his awareness, without being tampered with the control of those who can manipulate the situation. Him in tune, let him loose, you know, and come back and shows his freedom, freelance he loves. So go to the park and stuff like that. He don't want to be, he like his freedom to roam and stuff like that. So knowing my stress level and everything down and peace and, you know, feeling secure, protected, layers off on him. So I don't get antsy, no more anxious if I don't see him. You see what I'm talking about? If I'm working out or whatever, because knowing that we sync. It's real, sync, we sync. So when the energy of me, okay, we're Duke, he just pops up. It's like when I'm ready to go, whatever, he just, and we walk. I don't have to chase him to go get the, see what I'm talking about? So that's coordinated to your stress level, to all things that you're going through. You feel antsy, you feel fight or flight, stuff like that, then that's going to register off of it. That's, should be easy, but you got to hear it, see, know what it is that the journey been looking like, and then you prescribe it to, yeah, okay, yeah, it is a calmer state, and that, because my state is definitely going to go into your state, which I understand too, so I leave you understanding this too. And I know I keep saying I leave you, but y'all know me, you know. You're not an animal, and I don't correlate you to it, but you're a human being like me. So having the same parallel consciousness of thought awareness, awakening levels to this, right? Brings the masses to the same level. This ain't got nothing to do with dumb smart, because ain't nobody dumb smart. Ain't no such thing. We just got to put a word to something. It's all about generate, operate, and develop or destroy, or nothing, neutral. That's it. He just sits here and it gets, you know, woo energized and go about da-da-da, or worked on with the hands that's doing it, da-da-da. You see what I'm talking about? But nothing is, unless it's a closed book. Yeah. Closed book. Done. Because you can't read it. But you know what I say about booking us, right? Closed book. Can't read it. All right. And some people don't want you to read them. Some people don't read none of my book. I don't, you see what I'm talking about? Right, so yeah, them the high three. So we stated them, right? The high three on there. And I've had a 4. No doubt in my mind, or anybody else's mind, it should be. My full purpose, overall encompass, whether you adhere to that you are a godly individual without being described, descripted, positioned, that ain't even on you. That's on Most High. You ain't got nothing to do with it. You godly whether you like it or not. Why? He was created by. All right, cool. So, or attribute that you are that was created by Most High. Or know Most High created you, but you're aware of Most High, but you could care less. Right? Or you have the love for Most High. And you revel in allowing Most High to be the face, the cover, the everything, pull the string. And symbolically, and literally as you walk, right? Emulating who? Yourself, right? That's why nobody looks exactly alike, identically. Because we can, right? Most High has that power, right? Make us look identically alike. And you're like, damn, right? But that don't happen like that. Yes. Right? Like it does. So, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. So let me go in here and do my money thing, because I need some Andrew and Jackson and George them to stop by. I might draw Harriet on something just to see if she can jump on something. Wasn't Harriet supposed to get on something? Tug. Yeah. We ain't blow the trumpet hard enough. All right, y'all. Let me go and get over here, man. Drink some water, little. It's heat. Feel good out here, but I can feel myself doing it. Drink water. 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 I've been instructed to inform so many of us, if not all. A lot of things are happening around you because the resources getting scarce. Writing ain't on the wall yet, but it's getting there. Doom. Movie Doom. D-U-N-E. Watch the new one, the older, one with that originates with the kid. That's 1 and 2, the newest. But watch that. You understand what I'm talking about. And the reason why we're over in that desert, you understand more. Water, oil, land. Water, oil, land. Understand? So it's all born around territory, dictates your water, resources, positioning, love. After doing that, watch colonizing in the future. There's 2 prominent places that have these resources. 3 up, 3 down. Been a pleasure. If you've listened for this long, give it up, but kind of not, because it's almost like watching a Star Wars trilogy or something. You know, we're going to talk and we're going to entertain. Some of y'all eating y'all popcorn, but drink water out here, though. Drink water. And get climatized. Everybody going in their house hiding from the heat. Everybody and their mama should be out here on their lawn and stuff, laid out and all that stuff with a jug of water. And you know why? I'm going to tell you why. Get out here. If it's like this now, cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Clouds going to be melting around this moon. I'm trying to tell you something. Trying to tell you something. Now, why I say that? Watch this. I only say that because my beloved Vanilla, I see them coming out and they like, They want to get rid of the sun. They want to block that sun out. They want to block that sun out big time. Sunscreen. Don't run from it. Sunscreen. Layers. Don't run from it. Climatize. It's the most healthiest thing you could ever do. Love you. And then those you got that, better get in there and go and get blackening. Carbon. Those if you can, get all that carbon. Don't worry about time, dog. And if you reverse, I gotta say it, man. I got to. I'm sorry. Lord say I can't. You out there reversing, which, man, don't reverse it. You killing yourself. You killing yourself. You killing yourself. Let me tell you. Those that are willing to sacrifice themselves because they know how important it is to get the most energetic element this world has to offer in them to work. These folks been all day instinctive life, instinctively know the power that you get from it. So they understand that though others want to research towards it not being that credible because of the surface harm that it can do. No doubt, skin cancer, stuff like that. Yeah. But continue those who get that and to research outside your element on why other tribes, clans don't get skin cancer. Like, sometimes I can already easily tell you. I'll give you a clue. The type of food you eat determine how that gonna hit you and work with you. Basic. Your chlorophyll, that sun is, see what it do to the plants, earth, trees, flowers and stuff wake up to it. Hear me? Come on. Blossom up to it. Sun up. Ooh, sun up. You ain't no different. You ain't no different. That's every being. Ain't no different. Every. You just gotta know how. Watch this. Why the flower open up when the sun comes? Because the part that shields what can handle the sun, I'm saying something. Hey! Yeah, they listen. Y'all listen. Needle drop. It flaps open like this to be protected from the sun. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. There it go. There it go. The bee even know the good part. Where you going? In the middle? Why you going in the middle? That's the stuff that the sun brings. Whatever in that. In there. And then when the sun go away, sun. Bye. Sunset. I can bring myself back up, protect you. Because you only come out when the sun come out. Makes sense. That's a lot of the flowers. Okay. So, you the same thing. Even me. It's too hot. Some of them been there, too hot. I'm in Iraq like this ain't heat. I was in Iraq when I start really understanding heat. Like, what real heat. Like, who the hell done turned the oven on over here? Cause we cooking. I'm cooking. No lie. Like, put candy bar on me. Understand? So, layers. Clothes on. Because you have to ask our Arab brothers, sisters, our Jewish brothers, sisters, how y'all be wearing all that black and all this. He good. Hey, what y'all got going on? We don't know. Black retracts the heat. Make you cooler. So that, watch this. All you doing is sweating inside, allowing your pores to open up and sweat out what you don't need. That's the real thing. You just wearing the suit that ain't gotta be protected as much. But when they put me in that oven over there, what the heck is this? This burn. Like, for real, like, at night you be itching, because it's, you see what I'm talking about? So even us. See what I'm talking about? Layers. But feeling the energy out there, absorbing it, shoot, man, we was popping over there. Ask any soldier, once we got climatized, because they even tell you, it take you actually 3 months. When we're going over there, first month we get climatized, sitting in Kuwait or Qatar or whatever, sitting under them tents and stuff, passed out. Passed out. See, a lot of y'all don't know this. Just sit there on the tent. What we here for? Just sit here, folks. Play chess. Just sit with your little rifle, clean it. Da-da-da. You just climatizing. Let the element work on you for two weeks, and then after the 2 weeks, we're gonna send you to the shooting range. Can y'all shoot and operate your little guns and stuff while these heat waves doing this and stuff? Can you see the target? And we ain't been there 2 weeks. Like, I see something. Shoot at it. Getting climatized, and then we make it through that. Drink water. And then the next week, driver's training. We finna drive in this stuff? Yeah. And then you got the heat of the tank or the heat of the truck and all that. So that heat temperature compound on the heat that you already feeling climatized. You hot. Now you operating, you climatized. Go on about your business. There's layers to this game. So do the same thing. That's all. Shit. Battle tested. What else? But don't run from it. Because you know what it do for trees, plants, and nature. This is why I come in. I'm in Rob. Anak was just revering the importance of the sun, not worshiping it. See what I'm talking about? Do you worship orange juice? Do you worship vitamin D? No, you just use it because you know what it do for you. Welcome to natural light. Can you handle it? No, some people just like we shrunk God and shrunk everything. See what I'm talking about? Ha. Why bring this prescription? It was told to me. This is what also absorbs frustration, anger. It's an absorption power. Why don't you do something for me? Study among yourselves, I said. Study all those who tan. Actually tan. Like tan, for real. Not spray that stuff on. Who tan. Who get sun absorption. Study their behavior. Study their energy. Study if they're peaceful. Study if they're all the time. You know what I'm talking about? Study their balance. It's real. It's real. Those that work in the sun, all that. So I'm talking about. I'm gonna tell you a lot. Then you go and graduate, study those who go outside. Compared to those who stay inside. Study that. Those who sit up in the front of the computer 24/24. Study that. Behavior. What's their behavior? What's their interaction like? Important because the elements among you, this stuff is going to be important because that's how you're going to be able to tell original from, you don't want to say imitation, but what's the extension? We continue on the extension. So elements, those that have around us that are not human, but mankind or whatever, learn from the human. It's a necessity. See what I'm talking about? So the balance of those that are original is important to come back, whichever that is. Understand? Those that are awareness of it, importance, because you don't want to lose the human cognitive behavior to the behavior that takes on the human behavior, but disturbingly quirks it in different. Give me? I always want to obtain the originality. I think it was Judge Brown who brought that up. Coincide with not losing the naturalness of us, so that if we unplug something and we lose this, that was doing so much for us, and but it's okay, because we still got this natural way of doing things and ability that's still stuck in us in our DNA, that you can unplug anything. Okay. While you fixing that, we go back to the sewing machine, or you see what I'm talking about? We go back to the knitting, or we still ain't forgot that. Don't the machine know how to do this perfectly like that? We still got the capabilities. It's okay. The natural, yeah. So having that entourage of 50-50. Now, why is it important? Because how do you keep that natural? Because the natural can phase out easily, right? While the generation doesn't look kindly on the original, the natural, because this is easy. This is this answer. But we just said this can be a blackout. This can be a shut off. See what I'm talking about? So you want to preserve this over here. Importance of it, because it want to be passed on. It's easy to be passed on AI machine wise, because it links, right? It's looking for the next best thing, and who puts in the next best thing? Your mind. Sometimes. But with you, how do you pass that on? Through our DNA, through our blood, through our reproduction, through our philosophy, through our natural effect of passing it on to each other. Make sense? There we go. Y'all do. Y'all got it. So, in so many ways, what you're saying, what I'm saying, if there's no Homer, Aristotle, Kwame, Anthony Browder, Brother C.L. Freeman, Valentine, Bobby Hemmett, Myra Moss, I can name so many, right? Rod Hayes, all y'all. If you don't have that, then how do you pass it along? How do these young folks pick it up and keep it going? See what I'm talking about? Yeah, for sure. There will. How dare we talk about, they ain't, we can't do, they hard-headed, this, that, woo. Yeah, I was too. I was hard-headed. But you can't tell, can you? See what I'm talking about? In some ways you can't, through my stubbornness and me defining I'm going to be me and do me, but you could rarely, if I don't bring it up, see he used to be a, juvenile delinquent, or, this kid that, wasn't so savory in people's eyes and stuff like that. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. But look at me now. So, always learn. Another thing, always learn. Always want to learn on your, well, I get afforded. Know this. I'm afforded because of the hard work put in before, to put one in a certain spotlight and level with that, I can concentrate more on self, right? So that should be your work for so many of y'all that's young and wondering what it is. Work hard now. Work so hard and so diligently now, but smarter, much savvier, because of the prescription that we're able to bring with examples and the way of doing things how we do it. Not saying we doing it the best or way or whatever, but giving you the ins and outs of what didn't work, what could work, right? So many arenas one could jump in right now, but that type of energy is prescribed for when I was career orientated and whatever it was at that time. Now so much looking for individual, rather than landscape of the I got to get out here and, you know, I don't feel I have to do that. I know I don't, right? Because the ether, people here, you can tell. They try to make it sound like they don't, but people here. And that's what I'm supposed to be doing. That's exactly what I'm saying. So that difference is being upheld because that allows other people to freely be who they are and not be held to. When you held to, I'm making money, I'm being who I am. How freely can you be when everything you do or what you do encompass on the importance of you making a value, money, this or that. There you go. And so many of these arenas where that comparison is vital to whether you make money or not. Are you in this category, that category? Are you like this? Can you make like that? But then when you set yourself apart individually, you know what I'm saying? To make your self viable individually. How do you put a cap on that, a price on that, or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Because what you really don't want, you understand everything, everybody understand. Money change you. Does money change you? Things like that. And like some say, many say, yeah, change my address. Change what I drive, change what I eat. But this is show hold real for me. Right? Holds real for me. It ain't gonna change nothing but the glow, man. It ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? To change who I am and how I go about things. Nah, money ain't strong enough for that. I'm saying something, beloved. Money ain't stronger than me. That's a good lead off, ain't it? Money ain't stronger than us. Well, I say, you know, just voting and stuff and all that, I hear you. Well, it's disturbing. People say, man, send me money and donate this. And you need money. You just need to be able to influence so people to show up. You the money. Saying the right thing, and then not only just saying the right thing, doing the right thing that you say and speak on, that's money. People gonna show up. Exactly. So, you want the people or do you want money? Bow. Love on the highest. 3 up, 3 down. I gave you 3 hours. 3 up, 3 down. I gave you 3 hours. 3 beautiful hours you spent with me. And you looking like, dang, you feel like that. Cause I don't feel like I talk that much, but that's that comfortability. That's that adaptability. That's that evolving. And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about us, you collectively. Right? You still here listening to me. And that's ensuring that the process is so right, so good. Thank you to all those that take it. Hope it sparks your mind, heart, command center. If it's doing them 3 all together, then beloved, you lined up. You're on the right path. You know, right? If it's for some of y'all, you know, some places more than others and things like that, then work in progress like all of us, right? When is it complete? When is it complete? None of our journeys are ever complete. In general, the purpose of the journeys, why it's a journey, and journey man, journey woman, continuous. It's never complete because it's always passed on. Intentionally, you're seeing now that in politically correctness, we evolved the passing on of the journeys through lineage of family, blood. But now we are being so highly directed and encouraged to the journey passed on within the family human tree, not being, I don't know, yeah, I do. Not being stingy. Damn, wow, the young one said it. It strains us so much. We created family structure. We created mom, aunt, dad, uncle, da. But by creating that tone, we created a ownership to be a part of our identity. But and then it's in an individual and then that family, but group wise, the decaying of the human family tree, the human, knowing human. I treat a human right. I treat a human. You're human. That's why I treat you right. You're not an animal. You're not a dog. You're not a cat. You're not a dolphin. Da. That's why I treat you on this level, right? That was automatically created because you knew the species you under. Failing the foundation of the human, the family. Right? Now more personal, individual, aunt, mom, dad, more personal. Now, because of that fabric, think about it, being torn today. The individual, aunt, uncle, mom, dad, da. Torn. Family, torn. All of us, we're seeing it. Now, it's not happening to all of us, but it's in our society, right? So then, torn, the human, how we look at each other. Torn. Right? Getting to my 3 hours. Torn. See that? So, what brings that back together? So you do it in the reverse. Good job, one of my beloved angels that showed me the reverse. Right? You said something and it was like reverse, so you knew that was coming. So now the same thing with reverseness, how you reverse it. The tornness that within society, you just do reverse of it. Us in our houses that are going through so much and we wondering, God dang it, it's touching it. Whoa, yeah, ooh. Arguments, mom, dad, daughter, children, da. See what I'm saying? Reverse. Woo. Think. Once I start respecting, comes back, watch this, the things that I stop valuing. I'm spending this $5 or $20. I don't even know who the hell on the damn money. Not honoring it, but value the purpose, the energy. You see what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? Valuing that, the person on the money that ain't even here no more. But the men that brought this prescription for energy to be passed among us, to be energetic within each other, with each other, for each other, building, generating, operating, developing. That was what they was doing. Unless I was told something different. Unless they was wearing the lamp skin and all that stuff, and they was at the groundbreaking of America. That was building, right? Generate, operate, develop. That's what them forefathers was doing, right? Yeah. In there was some destruction, yeah, to build. Hey, we want to do it like this. No, we want to do it like this. We want this many folks. No, we want, and we want these folks to do. No, we want. But they was, some bloodshed because you don't want to. Billy Bob won't and brothers fighting, brothers, sisters fighting, south, north, everybody just. Why? Because how to build, where to build, what we gonna call it? What we gonna call it? Because when we call it this, it's gonna stick for a while. Sometimes all that time. So, yeah. so we can keep the circulation and balance going. So we on that 3. So yeah, reversing it. So yeah, we're gonna keep killing kindly. It ain't, we realize it ain't that we don't like each other. We just don't know each other. Half of them. Watch this. Someone find out that you just as nasty as I am. You just as I thought she was concerned. No, you Miss man do like so and we just getting to know each other like we didn't like half of us was in R. Kelly closet. I mean, not like in his closet, like around it or opened it or got a similar closet. Not like his, but got a closet. Because it don't matter if the closet alternative, not alternative, is, skeletons flop. He got hit by one of my skeletons. My closet in the house. You see what I'm talking about? Just bones just falling out the closet. People act like they ain't got skeletons in the closet. But we know now. And that's what we doing, y'all. All aboard! I gotta go, y'all. Got things to do. And I just made my day, so I ain't got nothing but a great day ahead of me. Because I feel good about today. Because it's Mother's Day. Many of y'all believe that I was just talking to you. Physical, as you drive by. Surprised I got this much time on my phone. It don't never give me this much, but it is. So that must mean some hearts and minds and souls and command centers wanted to be touched. But I mostly was talking to my beautiful dear mama. Open letter. Yeah. And all those beautiful ones that her mama, they mama jumped up out of. I do what I do because I owe it to them. You know what I'm talking about? I do what I do to inspire so many men and beautiful young men and of all ages. Stand up for what's right. Be a great ambassador and your best exemplified component to compliment what brought you in the world. Respectful. Continue to learn what you're not. I'm not telling you there's a weakness, but I'm telling you just learning about me is not enough. You see what I'm talking about? It's not enough. Gotta learn about the opposite. If it's an inherent want and a necessity for you, you understand the strength that complements you, builds you, make you, mold you. See what I'm talking about? That's the purpose. Being next to the right person help shape, complement each other, bring out the best, power. Yeah. So that is our prescription today. We continue. Remember, your words, they spell. Understand it? Remember what your words, they spell. It's your future, your life, your will. So I continue to paint my picture. as I continue to encourage and empower you. All right? It ain't gonna be easy. All right? Ain't gonna be easy. Nothing worthwhile is ever easy. Nothing sustainable is ever easy. It's easy going like Sunday morning. Except Sunday morning. It's easy like Sunday morning. Boy, that's a song. I like it easy. Is that such? Well, let me get out. Getting goofy. Now we getting a goofball. Love you. That's okay too. Goofballs get better as they go, don't they? Ha! Rah! Salute. Rah! Salute. Let me see that unwavering balance. Salute! Love y'all out there. Y'all be good to yourself. And love and peace.